Let's see what Francesco can do here. Oh, nothing wrong with that at all.
Kuchar, first hole. Reasonable putt for his birdie 3, and once again he drains another long putt.
That's been a good partnership, hasn't it?
Matt Kuchar at the par 5 second is to have the hole. Here against the Molinaris.
Francesco first to go. 5-iron to this back pin. Oh, he's played some wonderful irons. Out of the two brothers, he's probably stronger at getting it closer with iron shots. Although Edoardo would love to best him here if he could.
And there's no doubt that the Europe have it just at the moment. Will it be the Americans or darkness that stops it? Not often you see Francesco Molinari quite so demonstrative.
No, he certainly don't.
It's usually the brother that does all the excited fist pumps, but Francesco has got caught up in this as well. They go one up on Stewart, Cink and Matt Kuchar.
This is the 5th hole. Molinari. Oh, he fancied the chance of holding it. He'd taken the pin out, and Edoardo Molinari makes a 3. Not sure to win the hole, of course, but at least it's a birdie. Cink for the half. Maybe just as well that Molinari did hold it from off the green. That's a half and birdie 3.
It's been a good hole back for Stewart Cink. He's buried that hole on a number of occasions.
And they're going to call it a day. Molinari and Molinari are currently one up on Cink and Kuchar, and that's through 5 holes. Molinari to win the hole. He's left putts short, he's missed them, but I really did think that one was in.
Well, at least he got it to the hole. A little bit unlucky. He just has to try and battle off the frustration he must be feeling. The match stays all square, but still 6 holes to go. Now to 13, Francesco Molinari's in the sand.
Good lie though, but ball a little bit below his feet. Should be looking to get this close. Beautifully played.
The older Molinari with his tee shot at 13. All 4 balls we're watching now, remember, the 2 foursomes have been won and lost. And of course, with you put those behind you, the 2 foursomes have been won. Fine, it's now 6-all. We're now looking at a session of 4 balls, and there's nothing in it. 1 up, all square, 1 up.
Edoardo Molinari this time. Got to go. Hits the little slope and runs up, and well, that's a missable one.
Still outside his brother, whose putt has not been given, hardly surprisingly.
Stewart Cink, pretty good tee shot onto the front left corner of this green. Now has an opportunity to win the hole and move to 1 up.
Kuchar still has a putt though to win the hole.
So he should be very positive with this putt.
Did it too. Just dropped in and no more. Big smile from Kuchar. And Cink and Kuchar go one up.
Molinari's one down. Edoardo in the water. Francesco rather in the water.
Francesco Molinari was in the water off the tee, so he's having to leave it to his brother to do all the work here on 14. Going to the green with a rescue club. And into sand, and we know that's going to be a very difficult up and down. Coming out of that bunker, be pitching onto a downslope, green going away from him.
And Matt Kuchar. Three birdies in the last 4 holes for Kuchar coming into 14.
Get up there.
Didn't get it up on the right level. It's not going to run back into the water.
Stewart sinks in the bunker and obviously got problems with casual water, so having to drop it. The other ball up against the face is Edoardo Molinari, so his lie, at least he's on an upslope and dry.
Did a pretty good job of dropping it there.
I think he was hoping it was going to roll forward and onto some flat land. He's got it on a slight downslope here, so that's an extremely difficult bunker shot to play now with the green going away from him.
Had a fine Ryder Cup. Stewart Cink, captain's pick. Third time he's been a captain's pick, and no Americans ever had that privilege before. One win and one halved match with Matt Kuchar, both against McDowell and McIlroy. It's good from there.
And that's not much more he could do with that shot, really. Played it very well, but I just had to take too much sand to even think about getting any grip. It's a very good lag putt from Matt Kuchar from the front of 14. A little bit of work to do, that won't be conceded, but he'd be delighted to see it up there, that close. Back to Molinari on 14. On the upslope. Oh, that is a terrific shot under enormous pressure with his brother out of the hole. Kuchar for the 4 on the 14th. So Molinari will need to hold for a half for the Europeans.
And this for a half at the 14th for Edoardo Molinari.
Oh, great up and down. Fantastic up and down. Molinari played that hole on his own after brother Francesco found the water. An important half to stay just 1 down, 4 to play.
Edoardo's been the stronger of the two. Francesco has missed a couple of short putts. But they're still there. They're only one down, but Cink and Kuchar are a tough double act to take on over the closing holes here at Celtic Manor.
Both Americans have missed the green away to the right. Francesco Molinari out with the driver and
Kuchar missed the green right. Oh, that's too strong. That's down the slope, surely. Oh, it's Cink's not on the green either. Cink, this is for birdie at the 15th. No, it's only going to be a 4, which feels a little bit like a drop shot at this reachable par 4.
This is going to swing a bit, Warren.
quite a bit from his right, up a hill to start, and that should be good enough for the Molinaris to win that hole.
It's all square again. Kuchar needs this to halve the hole, remember, at 15. Oh, very nearly. Very nearly.
Francesco Molinari, second to the 16th. Just out of the slight semi-rough. Not the cleanest of contacts. Oh, and just not able, because of that, to get it up onto the green. Down into the bunker. Cink, perfect position on 16. Ball just a little bit above his feet.
Come on, Nessie.
I thought for a minute it might be spinning back down the hill, but would have looked very good to him in the air, covering the flag the entire journey.
Francesco Molinari at 16. It's another very good bunker shot from the Italian.
I bet he couldn't believe he left it that far short. Had to play a great shot to leave it short of that flag. He's so far below the level of the green.
Ever reliable Stewart Cink. He held a great putt here yesterday morning against McIlroy and McDowell. Oh, not this time though.
Molinari got to make this for the half.
That putter has let Francesco Molinari down today.
Edoardo for the half then on 16. He wasn't expecting to have to hole this. And
Had to go for it. Had to go for it, didn't he, Warren?
Well, he did, but it was a strange putt for Francesco. Leave a putt short from 6 feet.
17. The Americans one up. Matt Kuchar's tee shot. It's okay for Kuchar.
Been a really good partnership for Corey Pavin. 2 wins already. Sorry, a win and a half match already. Desperate to add another win here.
Looks to be arrow straight. And it is. Time if they can hit a good shot to square the match. Make it 2 here. Francesco going first, and it's a great shot.
Maybe he'll be happier over the longer distance with that misbehaving putter. It was actually Francesco that won the holes early on for these two. He won the second and third.
I suspect that was yesterday.
Yeah, and chipped in for a half on 5 for a birdie.
But as you say, Renton, that was yesterday.
What would he give for a 2 right now?
Somebody says molto bene. I'd say that's bene, but not molto bene.
Long-range birdie putt, but he'd like at least to lay this stone dead. Edoardo Molinari, give his brother a free putt. Or maybe hole it. Ooh.
European team out watching the action here on 17. Chance for the Americans, of course, to win the point here at 17. They are 1 up. This is for 2. Oh, but he's left it short and missable. Another chance of a 2 at the 17th for the American pair. This time it's Cink, whose putter has worked well for him all week.
And on this green.
No 2. You got the 3 all right. That's been conceded.
Molinari to win the hole. Can he find a putt when he really needs it?
Don't leave it short. Don't leave it short. He hasn't. Oh, it just turns away at the end. Oh, that really would have made amends for the missed ones earlier.
Now the Italians have got to win the last to get a half point.
Hard enough hole to play to, the 18th, when you've got a wedge in your hand, but then you're this far back and in this sort of grass. Very difficult indeed. Peter Hansen was a good bit further on and he found it difficult, but he's in an old cart path here where the grass has been trampled down. Maybe a little easier, or is he just laying up short still? Laying up again for his 3rd, so he'll be playing 4.
Kuchar's 3rd at the 18th.
And he needs this to be good. Nicely played, took some of the spin off that. Oh, very concerned American camp.
That's a good shot up on the top level for Edoardo Molinari, but it'll be a downhiller for his 4.
That's the only game left to finish now. Colin Montgomery asked for the momentum to continue this afternoon after it had started last night, and his team have not let him down.
No, absolutely not, Ranton. They've responded wonderfully.
But Americans are never more dangerous when they're behind with one series to go.
Francesco, can he get inside his brother? Oh, he can. Oh, this is fantastic. Not dead.
Not his distance, I would have to say, but a beautiful shot. Wonderful shot.
And what a hammer blow it would be to the US if they were to concede half a point from this match. It has all gone Monty's way today. And it's not a celebration cigar yet for Miguel, but he'll enjoy it anyway. Well, who would have believed it?
Two beautiful shots there from the Italians when you see the balls lying there beyond the stick.
He's always been a wonderful shot maker. It's only the putting that has stopped him winning more titles, but what a time to produce a wedge shot like that. Really appreciated by his brother and the rest of the team members.
Remember, they are one down. Of course, they've got to win the hole to get the half point. Not sure of that, as they do their little dance there in the middle of the fairway. This is his fourth shot, Cink, of course. Well, a good shot, but he's played one more than the two Italians. But the other American has an uphill putt. Kuchar. Keep in mind, folks, that if in fact the Italians do manage to get a half here, it all depends really what Kuchar does with this putt. But if they do manage to get a half, from the 12 singles, the Europeans will require to win only 5 of them to win the match. It seems, well, 5 is not too many, but it's enough. But they would have to win 5.5 if Kuchar pops this in.
And they're never easily gained.
And the Americans, under pressure, threatened, usually produce something special. I'm talking about Kuchar.
Well, Matt Kuchar has enjoyed his Ryder Cup debut, that's for sure. Paired with his good friend Stewart Cink.
Well, this to give the Americans their only point of the afternoon of this third series. He won't be short, but he's not got the line.
And he was a little bit short. It's pretty slow up the hill. It's been conceded. Nothing.
5 for Kuchar and 5 is the best that Cink could do. So we have 2 putts for 4 for the Italians to square the match.
Kuchar and Cink will remain unbeaten. Not that that will be much consolation.
I said it before, it'd be wonderful if they could hole one of these 2 putts, give themselves a half point. Means that they will contribute. They would feel so much better when they head off into the singles tomorrow. Nobody knows that more than Colin Montgomery. Plus the fact it gives them an extra half point. This is the stronger putter of the 2 going first, Edoardo. Must break from his right. Didn't want to leave it short, hit it hard on the high side.
Well, this has been the suspect club in Francesco Molinari's bag, but it could prove to be the magic wand if he manages to hold it.
And you know, Renton, sometimes putts like this can make or break careers. It can mean so much, just a question of how he handles it. If he's positive about it, if he puts all the thought of what this means behind him and just concentrates on making a good putt.
It's all too much for Thomas Bjorn.
You can't watch. And also psychologically, what state's Francesco going to be in for his singles tomorrow if he misses this? Good luck.
Oh, wow, Hall, that was under pressure. Believe me, that was under a lot of pressure. He'd been very uncertain on the greens, but he played a brilliant third shot.
He did, and interestingly, that when it was the World Cup win for them in China, it was his brother Edoardo hold the putt on the last green to give them World Cup victory. This time it's Edoardo who gives him a hug because Francesco's made a very important putt for the half for the Europeans.
9.5, 6.5 with 12 singles to come. The Europes have a 3-point advantage with 12 more points on the board tomorrow. But what an afternoon it's been for Colin Montgomery's men here at Celtic Manor. They were 2 points behind going into this third session. They've emerged from the third session 3 ahead.
Well, it's beyond his wildest dreams, I would imagine. He would obviously want to win the session. I think he'd have taken 4-2 quite happily. What a fantastic performance. What a bonus at the end to get a half point from the Molinaris. That is just terrific. And Dennis Pugh, coach to both of the brothers, will be absolutely thrilled. You saw him just going through the shot there. But look at the reaction. Watch the spectators on the hill.
You know, the Ryder Cup just produces raw emotion. What an afternoon for this man. It means so much to him. He's been a hero on the course at Ryder Cups in the past. He wants to be a hero off it as the captain, and this helped him. None of his pairings this afternoon in the games that were started yesterday has let him down.